Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you a ranking of all the Romand lip tint formulas and what I think about them. So let's get into it. As you guys know, Romand is one of my favorite brands for lip products in general, and I think all of their products are absolutely phenomenal, which is why I have so many of them. And I want to share with you guys what I think are the most worth it from the brand and what you should get first. Heads up, I love all these products. It's just in comparison to each other, which ones I think are better and the ones you should try first. And these are all personal opinions, and you can have different opinions from me, but here's a try. I do have every single lip tint formula from Romand, including the new ones, so can't wait to share them with you guys. Starting from least favorite are the Zero Velvet tints from Romand. I find these just a little bit on the tacky side, and I don't think they're the most beautiful formula to apply on the lips. They're just kind of like every regular liquid lipstick, except for it does actually transfer and it feels a little bit heavy on the lips. It does blend out nicely and create that cushion feel, but I think there are better lip tints out there, especially from Romand themselves. They have a lot of really nice liquid lipsticks, so this one's just not something that stands out to me. A little bit goopy and sticky, but still nice and pretty. I have this in the shade 22, which is a really nice beige peach, and I find that this is really nice for smearing out and wearing it for a natural lip color. You can see upon first application it's a little bit sticky, but you can definitely blend it out to something a lot softer and cushiony. Next up is the Dewyful water tint. This is one of Romand's newest formulas, and I'm placing it a little bit low because I find this lip tint to be kind of lackluster. It doesn't do too much for my lips. It's very comfortable and pretty for that glossy look. However, the tinting and staying power isn't as well as I would have liked it to be, and I just find that doesn't have enough color payoff for me. I would rather just wear a gloss. This is in the shade Salty Peach, which is this beautiful peach beige. Again, I love my peaches and beiges. You can see that it's a little bit transparent, and even though the applicator is very flat, I find it a little bit streaky to apply the product, and it leaves a really pretty dewy tint. However, I find this just almost like the Glasting water tint and the Juicy Lasting tint had a child together, and without the intense pigmentation. It's pretty, but I just find it pretty average. I don't really think it's anything super special. There are better products out there in their line that you can try. Very comfortable. I'm actually wearing it as a layer. I'm wearing so many today on the top of my Cupid's bow to give that extra shine, but I find this more of a gloss rather than a lip tint. Next on my list are the see-through matte tints. This is from the Humbug collection, which honestly I bought because it's just so pretty. I love this kind of velvet silicone feel on them, and it just looks very, very aesthetic. This is very similar to the Zero Velvet tint in that it's just like a liquid lipstick. However, it actually does have transfer, so nothing too special on the market. But the reason this is placing a bit higher than that one is because it's a lot smoother and it just feels lighter on the lips. It feels like I'm not really wearing anything, which is really nice and comfortable. Right off the bat, these actually feel almost identical to the Rare Beauty lip souffles. Even the applicator is extremely similar. So here we have the Rare Beauty lip souffle in Brave, and this is the Romand see-through matte tint in Onion Beige. You can see they're very, very similar. They have that flat spatula kind of applicator, and they have the same texture as well. They are very, very soft. They don't necessarily dry down on your lips, but it does last all day and tints your lips. So this is more of the lip tint I'm looking for, which is why I'm placing it higher. These are just beautiful colors. I think they're really aesthetic. I do wear them a lot. So yeah, these are great. Let me just quickly swatch these colors for you. The one I wear the most is definitely Onion Beige. It's again this kind of orange beige color, which you can see is my favorite shade for lipsticks, and I own a lot of them. And the next one is Flower Coral. It's this mauve cool pink, and I do like to blot this out quite a lot. For all these lip tints, Romand in general, I like to blot them out so they kind of have that ombre effect and doesn't look too intense. And last but not least, Maple Red. This one's more of almost a blood red and wine red, so a lot more intense than the others. I like blotting these out quite a lot so that it looks more naturally faded. And yeah, I just really like the packaging on these. They're great, but nothing super, super wow and astounding. Now we're going to move on to the top 4 lip formulas by Romand. These are my absolute favorites and ones I would tell you to get immediately. Starting off, the Milk Tea Velvet Tint. At first, I was a little bit worried because I thought the velvet tints would be the same as the Zero Velvet tint. However, they are very, very different. So first of all, the applicator is very different. It is, again, a spatula, so quite flat. and it has almost this triangle tip so you can get the cupid's bow and just the edges of your lips to make it a more precise application. And most of all, this has a beautiful chocolate scent to it. I know a lot of people don't like fragrance and scents in their makeup or skincare, but this just smells really nice. It just smells like a chocolate cookie. It's so good. And I love this velvet tint because not only does it stain my lips, it lasts all day, doesn't really transfer, and it just feels like there's nothing on your lips. So comfortable, and I think this is one of the best liquid lipsticks out there. So I got this in the shade Caramel Tea, and again, I will blot it on the center of my lips to create that ombre lip. This is just so pretty, and I love how it's milk tea themed, so you have all these boba pearls on the packaging. Really nice, and I love wearing this every day. Next up is the Glasting Water Tint. This is the first lip product I've ever bought from Romand. If you saw a few videos back when I did my mystery Yesstyle haul, I was so wowed by this because it was such an interesting texture. I've never seen anything like it. It's a gloss and like lip tint hybrid. So you can see the applicator is quite rounded actually. There's no flat edge, and you can lather this on just like a gloss. So you can see that there is quite intense pigment, but you can definitely sheer it out. And I'm wearing this today on the center of my lips. You can see it's really quite dewy, and what I love about this is that it feels almost like a lip oil, so it's very hydrating, doesn't dry out your lips, and once you wipe it away, it actually does stain your lips. So this kind of pink red brick color will stay on your lips for quite a while, and you can just keep on putting on lip balms over it and it will look great all day. So I really love this, and I think this is just a very unique formula that's not really present in the Western market. So this is something super special, and I think everyone should try out. Wears beautifully, comfortable on the lips, gives a lip gloss look, and doesn't feel tacky. It just feels like actual water on your lips, which is what this is. Love it, and I think it's very worth it to try out. Now we're going to move on to my second favorite lip formula by Romand, and this is the Blur Fudge Tint. This is a new formula that Romand has recently come out with, and this is just like its name. It is a lip tint that is a liquid lip, and let me just swatch it. And it's meant to blur your lips out so it doesn't emphasize on the fine lines, and I just really love this formula. It's like a liquid lip. It's like the milk tea lip tint, but even softer on your lips, and it really just glosses over it, makes it look like you don't have any lip lines at all. Looks very nice and matte, stays all day, and does tint your lips. I have the shade 04 in Radwood, so I use this again as my ombre lips. I would wear this more in autumn because it is slightly cooler tone, but it just, you can see it almost photoshops and airbrushes your lips to the point where it's just the color and it's soft and it's smooth. Really love this formula. It's very innovative. It feels very light on your lips and doesn't feel like you really have anything at all. It's just really incredible. I love it. The packaging is also very chic and pretty. You have that velvet silicone texture again on the outside. I just think this is great and one of the best liquid lipsticks on the market ever. K-beauty or Western beauty, everything. Now we're going to move on to my favorite lip formula of all time. This is the Juicy Lasting Tint by Romand, and I can't talk about this lip tint formula enough. This is just so unique. It's just a pretty formula you can wear every day. You can wear it for any occasion, and what I love about this is, like the Glasting Water Tint, which came after this, it shows that kind of glossy reflection on your lips. However, it also dries down. So let me just show you. This is my favorite shade. This is Apple Brown, and the applicator is just like a typical lip applicator, kind of slanted. It is very glossy upon first application, but it dries down and it doesn't transfer after that. It is just so innovative and different. This is in the shade Fig, and you can either lather this so you can wear a more full lip, or you can use an ombre and blot it out. I love this lip tint because once you smack your lips together, it kind of dries down, but the shine still stays, so it looks like you're wearing a lip gloss and it just looks like your lips were better. And this has the most intoxicating toffee apple scent to it. It just smells like candy. It's so yummy, and I just like the shine it gives. It looks natural, but it can also look intense. There's nothing bad to say about these lip tints. They're just so wonderful and incredible. I love them and I would recommend them every day. These are the only two shades I have. I definitely plan on getting more of these, but for now, I need to use them up more. They are just so good. You can see that it still has that reflection on them. However, once you actually smear it out later, it does dry down and it won't transfer. It's just incredible. And because it's a tint, it leaves a little bit of color on your lips, so you can just later on put on some lip balm and keep on applying that to keep your lips moisturized on a day out. And it's just so easy to touch up. Love these, 100% would recommend. And in general, Romand lip products, and Romand as a brand, is very, very affordable. These, I think, off Yesstyle and StyleVana, which usually does discounts, are like $10, which is really affordable in my opinion, because drugstore makeup in Australia is quite expensive. Like Maybelline on a good day is like $15. So I recommend getting K-Beauty. They're just so much more cheaper and there's usually promotional sales with them. So love these, 100% recommend. So I actually went ahead and blurred some of them out with tissue, so you can see that once you blend them out, they do tend to all lean quite matte and they sheer out quite a bit, which I think is quite nice, and it wears quite nicely throughout the day. Most of them do tint quite a bit, so as I said, they're lip tints, so do expect your lips to stay quite pink, or at least pink tone, because they will change colors according to your lips. But yeah, they're really, really nice and long lasting, and I love all of these. Alright guys, so that was a rapid review of all the lip tints from Romand. I hope you found this video helpful and it really helped you decide which products to try out in the future. As I said earlier, I love all these products. It's more just my preference towards which one I use more and which ones I like a little bit this time of the year. So these are all absolute winners. I don't think you can go wrong with Romand lip formulas. They're all just really nice and unique. Well, most of them. And I think they're just really great. You can't go wrong with it. You will love it, and they're very easy to use and apply. Most of these do have a bit of a scent and fragrance to them, so I would be careful if you really hate fragrance. But honestly, these are great. They're just amazing as a brand. I think they're affordable, they're beautiful. And yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up or even subscribe to my channel, and I can't wait to see you guys for the next video.